Here we go again, part 4. Let's see if someone's about. Okay, someone's here clearly. Let's wait for a few more. What's up, Jay? Okay, we have a few people. I wasn't gonna do a video today, then I remembered I don't have a life. Saturday night, here I am building a car with you. Awesome. So last time we built a diff. I cheated. I built the other two when you weren't watching. So now we're gonna do the front gearbox. Let's see how we can mess this up. Once again, parts are packaged nicely. I mean, nothing can be missing really. Let's hope it goes smooth. Long kiddo again, yeah, this time a green one. Woo, so good. The topic of today is the front gearbox, the next step. Basically, I'm gonna build a whole car here, I figure. Why not? So, just put the bearings in there. Front gearbox is pretty simple. You don't need any tools, just push the bearings in, they go in. Pinion. And here, the first modification I do. So the grub screws kind of suck. Yeah, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see on the video. Maybe. Like the end of the grub screw is sharp, it's not flat. So what I do is I bust out the dremel. Sandpaper bit, dremel. What's this called? Electric screwdriver. And then I flatten the end. You know what? This is how dumb I am. I'm charging this thing. That's a lot now. So there we go. So I made it flat on the end. Now, you know, this should actually be flat from the factory, but our grub screws aren't. I've complained to the manufacturer, but hopefully one day we have flat grub screws. Okay, then we need some Loctite. Apply Loctite to grub screw. Easy. Then man, we have some people watching. Don't you people have lives either? Well, I guess it's not Saturday night in America yet. So Loctite on the grub screw. Well, thank God it worked. No QC problems yet. That's dialed. Then you don't really want to leave play here. You don't want to leave play, but also you don't want to tighten it too close to the bearings. You don't want to crush them. So let's see here. Too much play. I'm going to put it a bit closer. A bit too tight. I think I can improve this a bit still. There we go. Maybe like you can just feel it moving a bit forward and backwards, but not really play. And then the bearings are the freest they can be. And then really key to this step is to really tighten this down really hard. Now the MIP tools, you can't put another tool through and really crank it down, so I always do this. I get my grandfather pliers here from 1854, and then you have to remember to also make a face when you do it, because that's going to guarantee that the screw doesn't come off. I mean the outdrive doesn't come off. Like, you really need to make an effort here, like 100% all in. Yeah, that's not going to come off. That's going to stay on now. So this is basically now going to stay on for the lifetime of the car. What's someone asking here? Can you use shims to adjust that plan? What does that even mean? I know, what? Shims to adjust that plan? You mean the plane maybe? No, because there, I mean, you are just putting the outdrive on the axle, and I'm just saying don't put it in too tight and don't leave a gap. Just put it flush with the bearing, so it's free. Okay, what's next? Diff. So the gearboxes on the JQ cars don't require any shims, and they were designed this way because I hate shims. I hate shimming stuff. We still have to shim a bunch of stuff on the car, but I don't want to play around with the mesh. So this is one thing I'm proud of on the JQ car there. The gearboxes don't need any shimming. So you just drop the diff in, and then you can see that this is a really tight fit and the diff doesn't move. Genius designed this. Okay, now I'm going to close this, put two of the gearbox screws in. So smooth, straight out of the box. Now we need arm holders. Some plastic inserts. On the front, we only use the zeros. So there are 3 different plastic inserts. A 1, 0.5 and 0. 0 has the hole in the middle, and we use the 0 in all the arm holders. Where can I buy that shirt? Nowhere yet. You can buy this shirt in a few months. Why do you use dog bones for the drive shafts? I guess originally when we made this, it was the lightest option because our dog bones are aluminium and we wanted to make the drivetrain really light. We have optional universals. So yeah, that's why. Okay. Then the rear arm holder on the gearbox, we secure that with a screw. This screw, the only purpose of this is to hold the arm holder to the gearbox when you take the long screw out. When you take the long screws out to get the diff out, without this small screw, this thing would just fall off, so that's why this screw is here. And now we come to one really important point in this video. The most important thing. So everyone always complains, oh, these nuts always fall out from here, but it's shit design, JQ's an idiot. Well, I did write in the manual. Take some glue, some AKA glue, and glue the nuts in. Serious, just glue them in. They're gonna stay there, and you're not gonna have to complain and call me an idiot. Okay, so you just put some glue there, drop the nuts in, and then they're gonna stay there. Look, I glued those babies in there. I'm gonna add some more glue, just to make sure they don't come out in this video. That'd be really embarrassing. Okay, so far so good. Nuts are glued in. Diff is in. Can you hear that? No grease, no shims. Dial. I'm gonna add some grease before I forget. So there's an opening here, obviously, so I can add grease. Work it all the way around. And we're done. Now, next we need arms. And this requires some Dremel work again. You don't have to do it, but I recommend it. So you can just put the arms on and run and be happy. You can do that. But I'm professional, you know, so I'm gonna do this right. So the reason we Dremel the arms is to get more down travel. So if you look at the stock arm here, this corner, the C-hub hits here. So you don't get enough down travel. At some point the C-hub's gonna hit there. So I Dremel a bit of this corner off. Here you can see. The Dremeled arm, look at the corner there, and an undremeled arm. You see the corner there? Another thing, for the chassis tab, so this is a stock arm. You can see here what it looks like. And then there, where's the light? There. So I Dremel a bit off here too, to clear the chassis. So it's just to get more down travel. So I'm going to do it right now. You can time me. How long does it take to do this? So there. Just Dremeled the corner of the arm to give more clearance. Also there's some small sharp pieces here on the arm which I remove. And that's just because on full lock the steering knuckle hits this piece of the arm if you don't take those off. So then for the chassis, the clearance for the chassis. So there we go. No big deal. No big deal. Now that's all you really need to do. But since I'm building this car for myself and I like to move the arms backwards, I found moving the arms 2 mil back improves the feel. It's just, cornering is just so much smoother for whatever reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove 2 mil on the back of the arm here. So here's one I already did. You see? See the difference? That's what I'm going to do right now. So the best way to do it, take some calipers, check, okay, 49.5, then you go 2 mil less, 47.5, good at math, I went to school for that, and now we take 2 mil off. Hopefully that's 2 mil. Let's check. Almost. Okay. So to recap now, what did I do to the arms here? This corner for the C-hub I Dremeled just for more clearance. And here I Dremeled just a few of the sharp pieces, sharp edges off for clearance when the steering knuckle turns. Under the arm I Dremeled for clearance, for maximum down travel, so the chassis doesn't hit. That's all you really need to do. And me personally, I like moving the arms back 2 mil. I like the feel of that. Everyone doesn't like it. You can try it if you want. If you want to try it, remove 2 mil on the back of the arm there. That's it. So now, what's next? Now we assemble the arms. So we have the gearbox here. We need hinge pins. We have the arms here. Hinge pins slide right through. And since I'm moving the arms back, I need these 2mm shims on the front. Stock, you don't need those. Which side is it? Doesn't matter, you do both sides. Next to, oh yeah, after all that dremeling, I definitely deserve a bit of a drink here. Cheers. Okay, so we assemble the arms. Arms are on. Shims are there because I dremeled them back. Are the 2mm shims included in the kit? You know what, good question. This kit actually, this kit didn't have them, I think. I opened the bag earlier, I don't know if they were in the bag. The spare, when you buy arms, they're included. So I'm going to have to check, that's a good question. I'm going to check with the factory if they put them in the kits too. So then, the long gearbox screws. I think the 4-watt is a little high. Can you please adjust it? What are you talking about? Adjust what? Okay. Dharmesh's know that shims are not in the kits. Well, you're gonna need arms anyway, right? I'm gonna tell the factory to include the shims. So long gearbox screws. They're in. And look at that. Free. Super free. And then we have, what are these called? Grub screws for down travel. Let's pop these in. And that's it. I feel like I did this pretty well. I'm pretty proud of myself. The nuts didn't fall out because I glued them in. I remembered to make a face when I tightened this screw. It's going to stay in here. Didn't have to shim this because the gearbox is designed well. Don't know who did that. And I dremeled the arms. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do. I'm over this. Any questions? Any questions about the front end? No reaming. Yeah, we actually updated the arms, I think, for last year. First, we had a different plastic. When we changed plastic, the arms were super loose on the hinge pins. The original arms you had to ream. Then they were super loose, and now they actually work. So, third time lucky. So now you don't need to ream the arms. You just assemble it, and it's good. Yeah. So that's it. Any questions now? You got 16 seconds. 16 seconds to ask something clever, and then I'm out of here. Yep, always glue your nuts. No shims for the gearbox. What force do you put on your Hitachi? 9. 9, apparently. Ivan Tedesco. I think he was 9. Is that it? Are we done? E-car. That's it. That's the cue. Over and out. What am I drinking? I'm drinking a cool grape. Lime and mint. Gin drink. Finish. It's very good. So next time I guess I'll tackle the C-hubs and all that stuff. Will what? My phone's broken. Hard to read these. Will McGregor throw a kick tonight? I don't know. I'll wake up tomorrow morning and hopefully I can see it somewhere on YouTube. See who wins. I can't decide who I hope wins. I mean, McGregor's so cocky and arrogant. It would be nice to see him just get knocked out, just because of the reaction. But then the same can be said the other way around, so I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. They both make way too much money. Okay, I think that's it. We're done. Good night.